Hi, my name is Hanley Floyd. I'm here to honor my grandfather, Jim Hanley. He served in the Vietnam War in the United States Marine Corps.
My name is Hosanna. I want to recognize my Uncle David for serving in the Air Force, my great uncle Johnny David Melton for serving in the Army, my cousin Jesse Heron, Army National Guard, my cousin John Heron, Air Force, my cousin Jordan Heron, National Guard, and my brother Elijah Storr. I'm so thankful for their service and the love they pour out for us.
Crystal Weber here, just honoring my brother Caleb Lopasser, who served in the United States Air Force for 6 years. I was deployed over in Iraq for a 10-month period, serving in Operation Iraqi Freedom.
If we look to the answer as to why for so many years we achieved so much, prospered as no other people on earth, it was because here in this land we unleashed the energy and individual genius of man to a greater extent than has ever been done before. Freedom and the dignity of the individual have been more available and assured here than in any other place on earth. The price for this freedom at times has been high, but we have never been unwilling to pay that price. Those who say that we're in a time when there are no heroes, they just don't know where to look. The sloping hills of Arlington National Cemetery, with its row upon row of simple white markers bearing crosses or stars of David, they add up to only a tiny fraction of the price that has been paid for our freedom. Each one of those markers is a monument to the kind of hero I spoke of earlier. Their lives ended in places called Belleau Wood, the Argonne, Omaha Beach, Salerno, and halfway around the world on Guadalcanal, Tarawa, Pork Chop Hill, the Chosin Reservoir, and in 100 rice paddies and jungles of a place called Vietnam. Under one such marker lies a young man, Martin Treptow, who left his job in a small-town barber shop in 1917 to go to France with the famed Rainbow Division. There on the Western Front, he was killed trying to carry a message between battalions under heavy artillery fire. We're told that on his body was found a diary. On the flyleaf, under the heading, "My Pledge," he had written these words: "America must win this war. Therefore I will work, I will save, I will sacrifice, I will endure. I will fight cheerfully and do my utmost as if the issue of the whole struggle depended on me alone." We must realize that no arsenal or no weapon in the arsenals of the world is so formidable as the will and moral courage of free men and women. It is a weapon our adversaries in today's world do not have. It is a weapon that we as Americans do have. Let that be understood by those who practice terrorism and prey upon their neighbors. As for the enemies of freedom, those who are potential adversaries, they will be reminded that peace is the highest aspiration of the American people. We will negotiate for it, sacrifice for it. We will not surrender for it now or ever. We are Americans.
Hi everyone, my name is Samantha and I would like to recognize my dad for serving in the Navy. He served in the Navy for 3 years, sacrificing his life, time, and energy to protect our country. He has seen and experienced things that most of us can't even imagine, yet never complains or seeks recognition. His dedication and bravery and selflessness are all things that I admire about him. I am so grateful for his service and for our freedom. He will always be my hero, and I'm honored to call him my dad.
Hi, my name is MK, and I'm recognizing my grandpa, Lawrence David Butler. He served in the Air Force during the Vietnam War.
Hi, my name is Madden Velasquez, and my veteran that served in the Army is Blair Day. He served in Desert Storm. He was in the Army for 8 years.
This is my son, machinist mate John Freeman. Proudly serves in our U.S. Navy. He's been in since 2013 and is currently stationed over in Japan.
Hi, my name is Cameron Crone. Y'all might know me by CK. I'm here to recognize my grandpa and my great-grandfather. They both were in the Army. My great-grandfather served in the Vietnam War, and I'm so honored to have them in my life. You know, they've done so much for me and my family, you know, and just to have them in my life and be able to honor them, you know, they ask for nothing in life. You know, they've done so much, but to have them being recognized, it really means a lot to them. Thank you.
Welcome to a small town in Kentucky named Henderson. This is where there's an annual event that honors the brave men and women who have served in the armed forces and sacrificed so much for our country. The Veterans Cross Display in Henderson is an annual event that began in 1947. Today it is one of the largest displays in the area. The Veterans Cross Display is a powerful visual tribute to those who have served in the military. The display features a field of crosses, each representing a fallen soldier from Henderson and the surrounding areas. Each cross bears the name of a veteran along with a small American flag. The display is organized by our local VFW and set up by a group of students from North Middle School and is located at Central Park in downtown Henderson. This year, around 6,000 crosses were placed in the park, each one a reminder of the courage and sacrifice of our nation's heroes. The Veterans Cross Display has become a beloved tradition in the Henderson community, drawing visitors from all over the region to pay their respects to the fallen. The display is a poignant reminder of the sacrifices made by those who served and serves as a way to honor their legacy and keep their memories alive. The display in Henderson is a touching tribute to the brave men and women who have served our country. We thank them for their service and sacrifice, and we honor their memory through this beautiful display. In the middle of the park, there's a sign that says, "In Flanders fields the poppies blow between the crosses, row on row, that mark our place, and in the sky the lark, still bravely singing, flies scarce heard amid the guns below. We are the dead. Short days ago we lived, felt dawn, saw sunset glow, loved and were loved, and now we lie in Flanders fields. Take up our quarrel with the foe, to you from failing hands we throw the torch. Be yours to hold it high. If ye break faith with us who die, we shall not sleep, though poppies grow in Flanders fields." This is one reason why the people of Henderson love their small town. Thank you for honoring our fallen. God bless each of you, and God bless the USA.
Our march is going to start at 9:10, okay? So we're going to do 25 laps. It is your own honor system though, so you're going to be tracking your own laps, okay? So you can take breaks as you need it and stuff like that. We'll rally back up here at like 11:30, okay?
So everybody, hey, welcome. I'm Colonel Jeff Garrett. This is Sergeant First Class Ashley Wolf. So this is called a Volksmarch. So a Volksmarch is nothing more, if you're familiar with the German people, they like a walking party. Well, we're going to try to make it a walking party. That's what a Volksmarch is. It's just a walk. It's no more than about 6.2 miles, so 10K. So that's what we're asking the cadets to do.
Don't forget, marching down the avenue. Marching down the avenue. 8 more weeks and we'll be through. 8 more weeks and we'll be through. I'll be glad and so will you. I'll be glad and so will you. I don't have to look at you.
Hello, I'm Cadet Barrett, Murray State University senior. I'm the Racer Company Commander. I joined ROTC to further my education, earn my degree, and then serve my country. I'm looking forward to graduating and commissioning as a second lieutenant in May. And it's going to be an honor and a privilege to serve with the nation's sons and daughters. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Olivia Cattrall and I'm from Churchill, Tennessee. I'm currently a sophomore in Murray State's ROTC program. I joined ROTC because I knew that I wanted to go into the military, but I also wanted to be able to obtain my degree before doing so. I currently have all of my school paid for and will commission as a second lieutenant upon graduation. I recommend this to anyone considering it.
Good morning, I'm Staff Sergeant Moore. I'm with the Kentucky Army National Guard. I've been in about 10 years. I'm currently a recruiter. I originally got in after graduating from college for student loan repayment. That was my big benefit for joining. 10 years later, I think it's mostly the camaraderie and everything that comes with it, and as far as being a recruiter, getting a chance to get out and talk to people and share my story and the benefits that we have. Our biggest selling point for the National Guard is we pay 100% tuition to public universities and colleges within Kentucky, to include Western Kentucky University and Kentucky Wesleyan. So if you're considering looking for college or looking for money for college, we are a very, very good option for you.
My name is Nathan Lake. I am the company first sergeant at Murray State University. I joined the military. I grew up a military brat. My dad did 30 years, so I just wanted to follow in his footsteps and become the first officer in my family.
I'm Sergeant Joseph Meredith. I am from Los Angeles, California. I joined the Army in 2019 to hopefully make it better for myself, get some good skill sets for when I decide to get out, as well as wanting to serve my country and my community. I've been in for about 4 years, and I'm an active duty 11 Bravo, which is direct action infantry. Recently I started going to school. Hopefully I can learn computer engineering, programming, stuff like that. Some remarkable skill sets. Currently right now I love my job and what I do. I love being able to lead and teach younger soldiers, as well as making a positive impact within my career and those around me.
Hello, good morning. My name is Private Mello. I'm 92 Yankee, Unit Supply Specialist. I joined the Army because I was looking at a purpose in life. I definitely find it here because I love serving my community. I love serving my country. My job consists in I give everything the soldiers need, since the paper to the biggest things they require for the battle.
Hi, my name is De'Arion Stewart, and my grandfather, Bob Mary Stone Jr., served in the Navy as a petty officer, second class member, and he served in the Vietnam War, and he also worked overseas to help the United States win the war.
Hello, my name is Zachary Yates, and my grandfather, Ernest Morgan, served in the Army on the Korean Peninsula DMZ zone from 1962 to 1968.
Hi, my name's Avery Jones. My grandfather, Bobby Jones, served on the Mediterranean Sea through 1967 through 69 on the ship called the Destroyer, and it was called the Power DD-839, and it was during the Vietnam War. He is now doing well, and he does everything for us, and I'm so grateful. Thank you.
My name is Kenny Majors, and my grandpa served in the Air Force. His name was Dennis Majors Sr., and it was during the Vietnam War from 1970 to 1974.
Hello, I'm Marilyn Gastonville Dorsey, and I would like to recognize my grandfather and father who served in World War I and World War II. My grandfather in World War I was an interpreter, and he had to stay after for 6 months. He spoke fluent German, and so he stayed after for negotiations, so he was there a little longer. My father was in the Navy in World War II, and he really didn't talk a lot about his adventure or journey through World War II, but I do know that he served in some big battles, and that he had to watch some of his friends be buried at sea. So back then, that was the only way for them to move on with the war.
Okay, so this is actually a postcards from before World War I or right during World War I that shows what Europe looked like before the war. And some of them are in kind of, they're really old, they're probably 100 years old, I guess. I'm trying to get this tissue off. But you can see this is what it looked like prior to the war in Europe. And then this set of postcards show the destruction from World War I. You can see it's got a lot of glass that's broken, buildings are torn up. This is where people lived. And of course, this is what's happening across the world right now, where people live. So you can see where bombs have gone through. And that was from my grandfather from World War I. Okay, so this is from the Navy. It shows what battles my father served in on the USS Marcus Island. His job was to load the planes with bombs, and they put nasty messages on the bombs when they sent them out. That's my understanding. This right here shows where he separated from the Navy and talks about what he did, crushed 2 enemy fleets at once. And then right here tells what he was expected to do after he left the Army, in which he had to say where he was living, so that they always knew in case they needed to re-enlist him where they could find him. And then there's a WSON press release from when he came back from the Navy. This is where he came back from the Navy, and then they had a press release that ran on WSON, which is, the same radio station we listen to Henderson County football games on now.
In the wind, a flag flies, oh say can you see, the symbol of freedom and bravery. In the wind are the breaths that power its flight, from laughter to prayers to sounds of the fight. In the wind, on land, or even by sea, soldiers and sailors, airmen and Marines. In the wind is the scent of black powder and mud, cigarettes in the trenches to cover the blood. In the wind, on the shores at Omaha Beach, lie the voices we've buried in Normandy. In the wind, headlines send our troops into danger, into harsh lands, brothers in arms, yet still total strangers. In the wind, choppers rumble, bombs burst in the air, boots stomp the ground, 1,000 miles stare. In the wind are the howls of the wounded and doomed. Tell my children I love them, it's the least you can do. In the wind, bullets whiz. In the wind, prayers are said. In the wind, we play taps to honor our dead. In the wind a tear falls, a gold star is created, another folded flag on behalf of a grateful nation. In the wind, men have marched to the ends of the earth, trading life for freedom, for that's what it's worth. In the wind, at first light, we hoist up Old Glory for all to see, as the wind softly muffles a trumpet's reveille. In the wind are the whispers of the birth of a nation and the voices of soldiers from all generations. In the wind are the echoes of the fight to stay free. In the wind are the tearful shouts of victory. In the wind we remember with celebrations and chatter, a way to say thank you, their sacrifice matters. In the wind flies a flag of a people resolved, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.